Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Beyond, and today we have another dev talk. We're talking about aim assist. We're talking about a whole bunch of bullshit, really. I want them to talk about SBMM. Let's cut straight to the chase here, but they don't, of course. So, I hope y'all enjoy. We got Arc Raider stream on Sunday. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace. Going here.
Hey everyone, Matt Strauntz here.
And I'm Yale Miller, and we are here today to give a post-launch update. To start, Endgame. The response to Endgame has been awesome, and starting tomorrow, it will be available for everyone. As you can see from our posts, there are a bunch of extras that we're giving out for all of you that naturally unlocked Endgame. Thanks so much for playing. So, Matt, I know the team has...
They had to do that. They had to do that. The campaign was so trash that they had to unlock it for everybody. That is insane. I mean, that's bad, Treyarch. Infinity Ward takes over next year. They've always had decent campaigns, more boots on the ground, more actual war grounded Call of Duty, so we'll see.
Been hard at work on weapon balance. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, so first up, let's talk about SMGs. I've been getting a lot of your tweets about SMGs, and we're getting a ton of data, of course. So first up, we're going to be targeting kind of a buff across the board for all SMGs, and then looking at specific attachments that target...
W. Huge W. Last year was an SMG meta. Ames was all right. Let me be honest. Ames was really good. I'm an AR player. Last year, SMG meta. SMG took over. This year, it's an AR meta. They got to work on some stuff. But this is a W.
Recoil and range. So next up, I'll talk about marksman rifles and sniper rifles. While we don't have any specific plans just yet, we are monitoring the data, but the overall goal with those weapons in Black Ops 7 is that they are a bit more present without being too dominant. Last, I want to talk about shotguns. So in a previous dev talk, I touched on our new damage model where we can tune pellet damage and base shotgun damage.
I don't give a shit about shotguns, bro. Unless you're camo grinded. I mean, I don't think anybody does, low-key.
We're closely monitoring shotguns. We feel pretty good about where they're at, but want to make sure that they're not becoming too dominant and overpowered, which we know can be frustrating. So that's some of what we're looking at across our weapon classes, but rest assured the team is hard at work looking at every single weapon and attachment to ensure balance.
So I know aim assist is a big topic, and I know you have updates there as well.
So yes, aim assist is a big conversation.
Don't change it. Don't change the aim assist. I love it. It feels good. All you gotta do is play for like 2-3 hours. Figure it out. Don't mess with it. Leave it alone.
Out there, we have been closely monitoring that conversation. And of course, looking at our internal data, we're fairly happy with where we're at, but we will be making some very nuanced changes and slightly increasing aim assist strength over range ahead of season 1. So with spawns, we are always closely monitoring our spawn system and spawn logic across the board.
Of course, the people bitching on Twitter, they always win. That shit was fine, bro. Play the game for 2-3 hours, you're fine. You get used to it. But of course, the people bitching on Twitter always win. They always get what they want.
We've got some big changes coming in season 1, and then ahead of that, we're looking very closely at our hardpoint, free-for-all, and team deathmatch spawns specifically.
So I know there's also a bunch of changes coming to equipment, score streaks, etc. And I'm hearing you're gonna make a nerf on one of my favorites, the drone pod.
That's right.
Of course it's your favorite, because you're shit. Get that thing out of the game now. It's gotta go. I'm fucking looking around the map. I've got 4 of those things fucking chasing me at one time. I know, put on cold-blooded. I don't want to have to run cold-blooded on every single loadout. There should be no need for that. You should not have to run the same perk over and over and over again to counteract a dumbass field upgrade. That should definitely be a low-tier skill score streak. It should definitely be like the RCXD was. What was it, like 350, 400, 500, something like that? You get like 3, 4, 5 kills, you get an RCXD. It should be definitely just like that.
Right. We've heard the feedback on the drone pod field upgrade. We have a ton of knobs and levers there, so we're trying to figure out exactly how we want to approach that. It may come down to reducing the number of drones or their flight speed, but rest assured we are taking a close look
Number
at
of
that. And we
drones.
are looking at specific damage tuning for hardcore modes. Additionally, we are looking across.
Yeah, because I think in hardcore, it literally one-shots. Because hardcore's just literally tap to die anyways. Like, those things have to be OP as hell in hardcore. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Across the board at our portfolio, but we've got some targeted buffs coming in for the point turret, needle drone, Molotov, and cluster grenade. Last but not least, the specific change is we will be increasing the visible range for the default minimap in multiplayer.
We're really
Good.
excited about everyone being able
That's
to
a
jump
W.
into Nuketown today and Endgame tomorrow. And then we have one of the biggest seasons ever with Season 1 dropping really soon.
And just to add on, I'm personally so excited to be getting my hands on 6 more multiplayer maps, and of course, the weekly challenge system. So much more to come.
Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Drew, design director.
I haven't played zombies, but they didn't talk about SBMM. They didn't talk about nothing disbanding lobbies. So let's go over that. SBMM definitely still in the game. It was tuned down, but you can definitely tell it's still in the game. Disbanding lobbies are also still in the game. If you watch the Rick's video, y'all shout out to the Rick. He's a go. I watch all of his new videos. He literally was shitting on kids and then got kicked. I think he did it live on stream too. It happened to him. So it's still, if you have a good game, you're gonna get kicked. It is what it is.
For zombies, and we're here today to talk about some of the changes that we're making coming out of launch weekend. Let's start with the boss fight for Ashes of the Damned. So this was designed to be very challenging, but we found that it's actually
Damn.
more challenging than we expected for a boss fight for our launch map. So we're going to be making a couple of changes to make it slightly easier.
We'll watch it just because I may want to play zombies. I don't know.
The first thing we're going to do is make sure that the barnacles are respawning throughout the fight and healing Tessie for more of its health. So you can spend more time skillfully driving and less time outside of Tessie repairing her. The next thing we're doing is the missile barrage attack that Bytharian does. We're slowing down the speed slightly so you have more room of error to move out of the range of the missiles. We're also making the spin attack be less aggressive. So if you do get hit by the spin attack, you'll have more time to recover before Bytharian.
Y'all let me know how zombies is in the comments below if you played it. I think, bro, I accidentally spoiled the cutscene to Loki, the end. I always do it every year. I just watch the cutscenes at the end. Y'all let me know how it is, man. We can run that on stream. I'd love to get some of the viewers, some of the subs in there. We can do that. That'd be awesome. Somebody can carry me to the Easter egg.
Comes after you again while spinning. And then a big one we're doing is for solo, we're just going to make it easier overall. We're going to not be spawning Xursas, and we're going to reduce the damage you take while you're driving in Tessie. We fixed the equivalent exchange augment for quick revive, so now if you kill a zombie while downed, you'll get back up to 3 times. We're sorry about that one. That's on us. So there's
But don't get me messed up. I hate the armor system. I hate the armor system. That is the stupidest shit ever. A zombie having armor should just not. That should not even be in the game. It makes no sense to me.
lots to talk about with curse mode. Way back when we first started the ability to continue playing after we completed a main quest back in Cold War, we kept seeing that players would continue to play and nothing would change. And so we thought it'd be a really cool idea if we introduced this additional element that's out there to discover, this tablet that you find, and that's how you unlock curse mode. And that's currently how it works. There could be a very painful moment where you did go and do all this work to complete the main quest and beat the boss, and you quit out and you don't get credit. So what we're doing in the next update is just removing the requirement of interacting with the tablet. So as soon as you beat the main quest, and that's in standard, in cursed, and even in direct.
Let's run a little test right quick. Let's look at the comments. Nerfing boss fight is the best news I've heard for a while. Let me see. I can really appreciate continuing to do these updates post-launch. Hope these keep going. Okay, big W for zombies. Can you guys bring Nuketown zombies back? That was a cool survival. That'd be a cool survival map. Thank God they are making the Ashes boss. Okay. Oh, surprisingly positive. But they're all zombies. They're cooking BO7 as the MW3 in terms and content right now. Okay. Surprisingly positive. I'm actually pleasantly surprised at these comments. it is pretty cool that they're still doing dev talks like even at like post launch. I really do. As somebody who does like Call of Duty, and y'all don't get me messed up, I love Call of Duty. This is not a Call of Duty channel specifically, but I will be playing Call of Duty like when ranked comes out. I love ranked. You know, once you get up to Erie 250, you're playing cheaters. Hopefully not this year, but most likely probably. But we're gonna be playing Call of Duty, man. I want to do like a road to nuke challenge, you know, post episodes until I get a nuke, then do something different. I want to do a camo grind, I just don't have the time. But y'all let me know what y'all want to see, man. We do have Arc Raider stream on Sunday. It's my first time playing it. Y'all are gonna see literal me dropping in for the first time on an extraction shooter on Sunday. So y'all tuned into that. My brother's gonna carry me through the game, show me the ropes, and I think it's gonna be pretty fun, low key. But yeah, I'm very surprised with these comments. Let me go down a little bit. It's all about zombies. Oh, here we go. First of all, thanks. Thanks for your continuation of these dev talks. These are very welcome and set for a great standard that certain someone, which initially starts at IW, should learn from. That's crazy. Now, though, let's be real. SBM is far from the same we had gotten into beta. Damn straight. Damn straight. We like that shit. Alright, that's it. I'm not watching the rest of this. Y'all have a blessed day, guys. Peace.